Ready?
Hello and welcome to Rhythm and Pixels, a video game music podcast. This is episode 38-10. We are at the end of season 38. I cannot believe we're finally here.
Well, admittedly, with this episode theme, I feel like we may as well call it season and just go with that. But yes, we're at the end of this season. The season finale, if you will.
I don't know what
Rob's
happened
like
to
the arm.
Pernell's microphone is falling apart. He can't take it anymore.
So angry.
It's been nearly 10 years of the show. That little microphone arm has lasted since the beginning of the show.
That means it's powerful. It's showing us respect.
I've replaced everything else but the microphone arms. We listen to great video game music from all consoles and all generations. We pick some great music. We pick some games and some themes, and we listen to it, and we bring it to you, and we talk about it, and we enjoy it. Sometimes we enjoy it with guests.
Yes, we do.
We have had this guest planned for a long time.
We have.
It is none other than the host of KVGM The Last Wave, Hammock.
How's it going?
Yo.
I should probably point to you, but there's no mic. There's no camera.
That is wonderful.
It's going good.
So, Hammock, it has been a number of years since we've had you on the show.
It has, yeah.
And
He's got a mustache now.
in this time, I thought...
I know.
you were so laid back when we last talked to you. I thought we would all be just sort of like horizontal during the recording of the show. We would have been like extra laid back. Maybe
Well,
like
Just chilled out. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
can't speak for you two, but my chair isn't doing that unless it's resulting in the hospital trip thereafter.
I mean, we would have gone past the 90 degree, 80 degree,
It's like so lazy.
Well, tell us about how KVGM has been doing. I'm really curious.
Yeah, we're still plugging along. I don't know, since the last time we spoke, we switched formats a little bit and just went bi-weekly because weekly was killing me a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a lot of recording and then doing a Patreon episode on top of that, so it was too much.
Right.
But seem to be hitting our groove now, and things are still maxed out and relaxed. All cool.
Definitely get that.
Over in Aqua City.
I love that.
Can't complain.
I love
Yeah.
Aqua City. Aqua City is my favorite vacation spot. Next to Lake George,
Okay.
but Aqua City is fantastic.
It's great, yeah. It's a paradise away from the rest of the world, so it's a good place to just relax and enjoy yourself.
I still need to get there, but man, those vacation spots are not
You
cheap.
should use those vacation times. You should use my timeshare.
You have a timeshare in Aqua
Yeah,
City.
I do, absolutely.
And you're only just now telling me. It's how he's holding out.
Look. Hammock brought the brochures. You just chose not to
Yes.
look at them.
I didn't know they were there. You hid them underneath a stack of bills. What was I supposed to do? I wasn't going to mess with those.
Oh, you said stack of bills. I'm like, yeah, like a stack of like money.
$100 bills.
Yeah,
I can't mess with those bills.
If you had a stack of bills, you wouldn't need a timeshare in Aqua City. You'd have real estate.
That's true.
Perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, so I feel like the chill, relaxed vibe is really what we need right now in our worlds. In my brain, in my life, I just need more relaxation.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying earlier in the episode, I bumped into a friend of mine in Chicago last month, and we went out to the hot sauce festival. And of course, he was driving because I don't have a car out there. So I get in the car, and sure enough, he's out there. He's just bumping The Last Wave in the car. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, you're listening to Hammock. He's like, yeah, man. This is the kind of music I need right now. This is my vibe.
Was it the radio station or was it?
It was
like,
an episode.
It was an episode. I love it. I feel
Nice,
like
yeah.
I like the radio station, but I prefer the show because I like your voice on the show. It's really important. I feel like it's
Thank
important.
you.
And so I feel like if you had to cut back from doing it weekly, then that was what's best for the show because you need to have that energy to keep going.
Which reminds me, how does
Yeah,
it
for
feel
sure.
to have that kind of voice? The voice that just makes people go, yeah, that's great.
I guess it feels good. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it before. I never really considered my voice to be anything special. But I think when you get into recording mode and you get into the KVGM studio, it just everything clicks and you just kind of get into the zone. And it's full of goofiness and silliness and sweet jams. So everything you could need.
I mean, it could be. You could have the voice I've got over here talking about, welcome to the Aqua City, y'all. It's getting real cozy up in this place.
You just startle the cat off the table.
Yeah.
You have a unique voice, Pernell. Oh, that's a terrible way to put it. You have a unique voice.
You have a voice that makes cats claw at the wall to get out of the room. I kid. I don't hate my voice, but I also know what my voice is, and it is not Hammock's voice.
Have you used the Hammock voice over the phone to like kind of grease the wheels to like, maybe rent that car or talk to a
anytime I order food, I usually turn on the Hammock voice. If I'm having to make some sort of reservation, just a little extra smooth around the corners so that they know exactly who they're catering to.
Hi, is this the Hyatt Crystal Agency? I'd like to get your finest wide bed with a hot tub.
So how do you then get angry? I mean, you don't get angry, but like, how do you express disdain or something negative? Can you? Yeah, tell me how you're disappointed in me right now, because that's going to be really strange.
Rob, I'm disappointed in you right now.
Man, I felt that. I felt that.
That turns into more like a cop voice or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Dad?
Detective.
I asked you to do one thing, Robert, and you failed me.
Detective Dad?
Detective Dad.
How is that not a show yet in its own right?
Detective Dad.
I'm sure.
I mean, that's a sitcom right there,
I mean, someone listening might go, duh, Inspector Gadget. No, it's called Inspector Gadget. It's not Detective Dad.
Look.
He's an inspector.
If Family Matters had continued for as long as we wanted it to, yes, Carl Winslow would have made detective, and he would have been Detective Dad.
But he wouldn't have been doing any sleuthing. He would have just got a larger paycheck.
I think there would have been a spinoff.
Yeah, him and Urkel sleuthing around. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, one of his clones, he'd probably clone himself and have the clone do it because he's too busy being married and going to space.
I don't believe in the clones. I don't think that's canon.
It is canon. That's where Stefan came from.
No.
Yes, it happened.
It's a twin. He's got to be a twin. They just see that if the show ran long enough, we would have learned the truth.
I mean, a clone could be considered a twin, just with literally it could be. I mean,
yeah, why not?
Just split the zygote 30 years after you were born. That's all.
We're way off the rails right now.
That's our show. That's what you came here for.
That's what you tuned in for. All right, so let's talk about our musical topic because there's my cat going again. So you said, what was the topic that you would like to do today? So why don't you give a little quick description, and we'll listen to some cool music.
So this is a topic we've explored before, but I felt like it was so nice we had to do it twice, and that is themes that sound like they could fit into any kind of sitcom from the 80s to today. I mean, I guess sitcom themes today don't really have the same sound as they did, and I think we're kind of aiming more towards that nostalgic, kind of cheesy, jazzy vibe. So we're just doing more sitcom theme songs that could easily be placed into some Detective Dad show.
I agree. Yeah, I like that, and I feel like it's almost becoming a lost art. What is a crush? Tell me a crush. What's a crush?
I mean, it's inside that can.
I tried to explain that. That crush was like a Delaware thing.
Specifically, orange crust, which is basically a screwdriver. But I don't know.
So that's what. Okay, that's what that is. I'm trying to figure out. So at least you got the chill drink going. I just got a glass of water. Hammock, you got your herbal tea?
I'm drinking an Arnold Palmer. Half
that's
lemonade,
perfect.
half iced tea.
You're drinking a golfer?
You have to have it. Okay, look, if you can have a drink named after you and you played golf, like that's
It's upper echelon.
It's pretty good. It's hard to beat.
What would a Pernell Vaughan be?
You get the Pernell Vaughan. Well, it's kind of like a screwdriver.
Beet juice and raisins.
Beet juice and raisins. Well, it's got to be things that you already like jammed together.
That is true, and it would be not that.
Yeah. Right.
Something with marshmallow.
Okay, let's do this. It's going to be what you drank yesterday just after breakfast.
Okay.
And then what you drank today just after lunch.
So orange juice mixed with water, and then the thing I drank this afternoon was 2002 Mountain Dew.
There you go. So a Mountain Dew from 2002. That's oddly specific, so that's definitely a Pernell Vaughan.
I almost feel like you planned that, because I think you knew I had that earlier today.
I forgot about that. He posted that can, and I was like, that's a 2020 now. That's 2002. Pernell, you're going to die.
Yeah, I still have a can from 2020, but I don't think I'm going to risk drinking that one.
Yeah, I don't think that Monster... Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew should not be fermented.
Fermented Dew.
That is a crime against humanity.
Delicious, you man.
All right, we need to get into some music. Is that cool with you?
Yes.
It's cool with me. I love it. Hammock, if that's okay, can we listen to some music that you brought with us?
Yeah, absolutely.
You brought to us. I can say words.
Yeah, I've got it right here in my suitcase.
All right, why do you pick your
ready
first
to go?
track down?
All right, so we're going to go to the Nintendo DS for this first track, and this track is definitely that classic kind of 80s, like Three's Company style sitcom-y sound, and it's from a game called Otona no Joshiki Ryoku Training DS. It's the opening track. Jun Ishikawa is the composer.
But Jun Ishikawa...
It's one of Pernell's favorite games. Yeah.
That's right. I knew he was going to go there.
But yeah, I mean, this is the classic sitcom sound. So yeah, let's check it out.
Okay, wow. That had the opportunity to resolve into the dun dun dun. you know, like right where the camera zooms in, like where the action's happening in the living room. So we're listening to the opening theme. This is opening theme, which is amazing. I feel like this is music you would hear during like matchmaking. For like Wi-Fi connection. But this is opening theme to Otana no Joshiki Ryoko Training for the Nintendo DS. Music by Jun Ishikawa. So, do we know what the training is for?
No, it's a good question. I don't know. General knowledge training and common sense training. Okay. So there you go.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this kind of fits along with the, I guess that whole fad of brain training on the Nintendo DS. Yeah,
something like that.
Brain Age and stuff like that. There's still apps like that out there, and I feel like this kind of fits that vibe. But this is a. Every time I think about that, I see the characters walk through the door. But this is definitely that 70s, like late 70s vibe right there. It's just gonna be a funny show for sure. Pernell, do you 100%. See like a couple friends just got out of college, they're moving in together, they're getting jobs. He's dancing. This is the visual aspect, unfortunately.
This is really good. And I do see people at a cafe. This is cafe conversation.
Cafe conversation.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the friends, they work at a coffee shop together, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Or even if they don't work there, it could just be their spot. You know, every one of those shows always had the place where all the characters would meet up and have their general conversation before going off on their own crazy adventures.
And they all get together and they do like really kind of small, easy puzzles to train their brains.
That's the stuff.
So how was your day of brain training, man? Oh, man.
Then they have to try to create weird misunderstanding where it would have been easily resolved if they just said what they were thinking at the time.
Yeah. Or they say, did you train your brain? Not today. Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, we gotta find that's not a good one for this show. We need a good catchphrase for each of these shows.
Oh, my God. Well,
we'll think of them on the next one. But yeah, this is a really, really sweet one. Was this the DS one you were telling me about, where the quality was a little off?
Yeah, there's something off with it, but it's still a jam. So
it's not that bad. I've listened through it and I was like, I've heard some DS tracks that are crunched up.
Yeah,
but I feel like with a game like this, there's not a whole lot going on visually that's
right.
gonna like mess with it. Like it's gonna pull the processor down, so that's all right. That is fantastic. So we are gonna go on to our next track. This is one I brought. We're gonna listen to I don't know the name of the track, unfortunately. This is Idol Janshi Suchi Pai 3. This is an arcade game, and I want to say it was like a visual novel thing, but I think that was a different game that I picked. But I'll figure that out again. But this is from Idol Janshi Suchi Pai 3 for the arcade.
Sushi pie.
sushi pie. You can get one of those. There's a place down.
Wait, you're kidding?
Yeah, in Greenville. It's called Sushi Pizza or Pizza Sushi.
Oh, you're talking about Pizzeria Maki?
Yeah, Pizzeria Maki, home of the sushi pizza. I heard it's amazing. I don't know about that. I thought it was just a place where you could get both because you couldn't decide.
I'll tell you what. I have a couple days before I'm out of town. I might choose one of the days where I'm off and just go there and try one for lunch. Now I'm curious.
All right, so sushi pizza for the arcade. We're back. You're listening to music from the game Idol Janshi Suchi Pai 3. This is the arcade game, but this game was also released on a few other places too. Was on Windows. I think it was on the PlayStation 2. But it's a series of mahjong titles started on the Super Famicom. Bisojo Janshi Suchi Pai. And actually the last game, it was a tribute to the Saturn music. It was a tribute to the game on the Saturn that came out on the Switch in 2022. It was on the PSP also, yeah.
I am enjoying this. Like I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I am legit struggling.
I mean, I feel like if we can make you uncomfortable on the show, right?
Well, it's not uncomfortable. I mean, the music is great. It's just full stop. We can talk more about the music, but I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to cross out my first pick, and I'm shooting from the hip randomly to see if I can pick a track from a game and see how close to the vibe it is, having not heard the track.
I don't know.
Before you put it on. So it could be good. It could be very bad. But I don't want to play my first track because I need to match what you guys just did.
So I think the show for this music, right, is going to be, because it starts off kind of like chill, but then there's a little bit of like there's a funky beat to it. Like someone thought, like, let's put a little record scratch and a little funky.
You might be wondering how I got here.
Yes, exactly. I was just going to say, it's definitely a high school kid who maybe has some kind of power that they just discovered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the power that they turn into goo?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep going.
That's the power. They turn into goo.
Rob, that's all I've got.
They turn into goo.
It's
They take up odd jobs in plumbing.
But definitely there's a high school element to it. This gives me high school vibes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. There's something kind of innocent about it.
What would be?
They're sweet.
But the funky groove makes you feel like there's something different going on though.
If you could think of it.
I mean, these kids are getting up to some shenanigans.
Turning into goo.
If you could think of it, by all means. But if you can't, you can tap out. But what would you say would be the most awkward yet also very functional power to have as a freshman high schooler?
A functional, like
It's
function.
gotta be
Like what function do you need?
A power that actually serves a purpose. It just would serve a decent purpose, not just like a joke power. A power that would actually work. You can do stuff with it, but it's also awkward.
But it's also awkward. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let me think about that one because you could
like turning into goo.
Yeah, I mean
turning into goo.
Or it's like you can shape shift, but like you're this awkward teenager, so all you can do is turn into goo. And you can't control it.
Well, I would say, I mean, here's the thing. You could say
because of hormones, right?
Well, there you go. I mean, I'll take that and run a little further with it. You have the ability to shapeshift. You can take the form of any person you want. The problem is when you take the form, you initially start out naked and you have to find clothing.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a good one. A little racy for prime time.
No, they could pull it off.
They can pull it all off for now.
Take it off. But I don't want to. You want to save our school, right?
Pernell,
you got to shape it as the shady businessman so you can go to our principal and convince him that you're not bad and you want to save the school with your massive budget.
Pernell, my network is underwater. We're failing. We need new programs, and you give me naked high schoolers for primetime Thursday night?
Only when he transforms.
Oh, I love it. Actually, I love it. Pernell, you're hired.
All right, give me my sack of money.
Give me 30 episodes by tomorrow night.
Okay, that's a challenge. I need some coffee for this one. And Archie the cat.
Okay, Pernell, hook us up. Hook us up with the next show.
Ready. So I'm going to tell you right now, the track I was going to play was the title screen theme from Many Shoot Adventures. I'm not doing that this time because I want to try to match your vibe.
Match the vibe, Pernell.
So I decided to think what would be a game that I know of that should have music that hits these vibes.
Okay.
So I said Super Swing Golf. And then I said on the soundtrack, what seems like a track that would sound good.
I feel like we're on the right track.
Breezy Meadow. And then I defy who wrote it on the fly because I have no clue. And it was composed by Shigekiyo Okuda and Yutaka Fujishima.
Awesome. And the Super Swing Golf was on, do you remember what show it was on?
The Nintendo Wii.
Oh, the Wii, that's right. It's one of those games where it's like you swing the Wiimote.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That just described like 90% of the games on the Wii.
Yeah, but this one, you swing like a golf club.
You swing the Wiimote, right?
You say, put someone's eye out.
Hey, Grandpa, remember how to, let's play Wii together.
I know how to, Ducky.
Let's Wii together. That was awesome. Oh, that was good.
Well, back. You're listening to Breezy Meadow from the game Super Swing Golf or Panya for the Nintendo Wii, composed by Shigekyo Okuda and Yutaka Fujishima. And again, I shot from the hip on this one. I'm not going to go so far as to say I've never heard the OST before, because I have played Super Swing Golf. But the fact that I was able to dig that out of my back mental pocket under duress feels good, because this track is legit. I am enjoying it.
Oh, it's very good. This is excellent.
This music could have played
100%.
I feel like this could have played during that spin-off to Golden Girls, Golden Palace.
Yes. There was someone else in that. There was someone big in that, right? That was played like the hotel manager of the Golden Palace.
I can't remember the name of it, because it was one of those shows where I learned about it late.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the 80s, so you were watching this as a child nostalgia. Got it as you called it via clips.
Yeah, Cheadle. Don Cheadle.
Oh, Don Cheadle.
Oh, Don Cheadle.
Was in, yeah. And along with Cheech Marin, but more importantly, Don Cheadle.
And it even had the thing with the various lessons that get learned during an episode, which I appreciate. It did it right.
This breakdown is awesome. That whole breakdown section is so cool. That where we kind of came off the break there. I'm actually going to highlight it again on the show.
So would this country club have a seedy underbelly, or do we keep it completely light and breezy?
It's definitely a breezy.
That's got to be light and breezy.
Track, but I think there could be some hijinks of like
characters who transform into other characters, but they do it when they lose all their clothes. And
I wasn't going to go supernatural, but that's pretty good. Yeah, because I mean, at least at the country club, you've got showers, and things for the workers there.
That's it.
What's
it
that?
Would be a country club that is specifically catering to supernatural and intergalactic entities who visit Earth to golf and swim.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
And
right.
Is there going to be like a kind of an underground element to it, where they're trying to maybe sneak these aliens? I don't know, like a contraband, like they can't be drinking Mountain Dew, so they sneak them Mountain Dew.
I'm sure there's an episode where that takes place, where they learn a valuable lesson about Earth drugs.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Mountain Dew is an Earth drug.
You shouldn't be doing that.
I'll put that on a shirt. Mountain Dew is an Earth drug.
You should be doing that, Cheechcon 5. What are you doing?
Cheechcon. Is Cheech Marin on the show? Oh yeah, of course he plays he plays a super laid back alien, right?
There you go. Hey man,
he could be a human caddy though, and just hang out with the aliens.
Yeah, he's always trying to like maybe party with them, party with the aliens.
Yeah. But then here's the other question related to the show: would they have to be camouflaged as humans at the course, or would the course be them in their natural state, or would it be a case where they're in their natural state, but there's a cloaking field over so that any non-aliens that are there only see them as people?
I think the budget doesn't cover that much special effects. So it's
this is an 80s sitcom, so technically it would just be crappy effects and no one would care.
We just steal like costumes from like old Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean Alf could show up as like a guest character.
Hey, just kidding.
A little crossover.
That's right.
What do you think Alf's handicap is?
He loves cats.
That's the problem. I don't think he loves cats in the way you think he loves cats.
This is exactly how I'm thinking about it.
I think he likes them on his plate.
He'll distract him at every hole of the course.
Yeah.
Like, I got this yummy cat right here.
Yeah.
Oh man, ball goes well off into the distance.
The intergalactic diplomats are all on the course today. We have to make sure they have a good time. Oh no, Alf is here. He's gonna ruin it. Quick, release the cats.
We gotta distract him somehow. But what? There's only one way.
In every scene, he's just in the background, like chasing like a little like stuffed cat
on a fishing pole. Just dangling.
There's dangling it in front of him.
I didn't know cats could fly. I didn't know you couldn't shut up.
We found our catchphrase. Didn't know you could shut up.
No, you couldn't shut up.
This week on the Intergalactic Golf Club.
My favorite alien is the one with 16 eyes, and each one wears a pair of glasses.
Is that 8 glasses?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or 16 monocles?
Yes, because he's a dignified alien with 16 eyes.
So if you got that many eyes,
He gets shocked, they all fall.
So if you could still wear those glasses, that means you've got 8 noses.
Oh, no. See, they just kind of, he's got a little bit of a gelatinous face, so they kind of cushion in.
Okay. They just sit right in. They sit in the goo.
That's why when he freaks out and gets shocked, the monocles don't just fall off. His face tenses up and he shoots them across.
I'm getting concerned about the amount of goo-based characters you're pitching for your shows.
Hey, this is not goo. This is gelatin. Which is, I guess, another form of goo. Anyway, the point is...
It's another form of goo.
The point is, aliens are gooey.
All right. Well, I mean, we do know, actually. We do know for sure now. They've released those files. They are gooey. Okay, Hammock, we come back around to you. Can you release your second track?
Yeah. Okay. So this is from a motorcycle racing game that came out on the PC and the PlayStation 1 called Moto Racer. This is the ending track composed by Raphael Gascoigne. And this has, in the 90s, there was a period where they were trying to release kind of sophisticated sitcoms. There was a period of smart comedy. And this sounds like the theme to one of those type of shows.
Would Frasier been one
Something
of those
a little bit more. Yeah, sure. Frasier.
Yeah.
Frasier was pretty sophisticated. I mean, there's a lot of smart humor in there. Yeah, something like that.
All right. So, Tossed Salad and Scrambled Moto Racer by Raphael
De la
Gascoigne.
Ghetto.
All right, we're back. You're listening to the ending theme to Moto Racer for the PC and PlayStation 1. Music by Raphael Gascoigne. Crushing those guitar licks and the that piano solo was super smooth. I totally got the vibe.
Yeah, that's
you were
what
talking
sells the
about.
track.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
Yes.
was pure quality.
So what were you were mentioning something before I cut you off?
Well, yeah, you were doing some digging to see what this reminded you of, and you pulled up Grace and Frankie, which is a show I've never even heard of before, and it got me thinking. I feel like there was a trend like that back in the late '90s, early 2000s too.
Yeah,
where they
it
were
was
just
such
making
and such.
Yeah,
right?
such and such. Will and Grace.
Well, so
Frank and Grace.
yeah. So this track reminded me of Will and Grace. Will and Grace had that that piano thing that was really fast. And what was the other one?
Ragtime.
Yeah, no, it was ragtime adjacent. I think it was a little jarring, but there was what was that one where there's like she's like a kind of the hippie girl, and she's married to
Dharma and Greg.
Dharma and Greg. There you go.
I still remember that one of all the things. I know people hate Family Guy, but it was that one clip from back in the 90s, like the early 2000s, where they were just like making fun of it. And it was like, Dharma, get down from that table. She goes, no, why don't you come up here? And he's like, oh, wow. I just love how wild and free you are. And that essentially is, I mean, that was one of those cases where they nailed it, I think, because that is what Dharma and Greg essentially is for the entirety of the show.
Yeah, so the guy who plays Greg eventually went on to be like a detective police guy in the show called Criminal Minds. And he was on every season of that show, and it went on for a long time.
Was he a main character?
He was probably the main character. He was like the leader of their team, and he would just, every episode started almost the same. He would say some of the most messed up, like Law and Order times 50 messed up crime, horror, gore stuff you could ever think of. Then he'd be like, everyone on the plane, wheels up in 15. And it would roll the credits.
Whoa.
So I can't see him anymore without thinking about that. But yeah, he was on Dharma and Greg.
She's such a free spirit.
But yeah, I'm sure there was other ones. All I can think, the only names I can think of is Mork and Mindy, which is not in that style. No, not in
but it's still a name and name.
There was two guys, a girl, and a pizza place.
Yeah, that was that.
There was two broke girls.
Yep, that was 2010s though. So.
There was the Bee in 23. Don't trust the Bee.
I was also late 10s.
Yeah, that had was it Vanderbeek? James Vanderbeek playing himself?
I don't even know. The sad thing was, like, I learned about that show well after cancellation, and it made me want to go back and watch it. It seems entertaining.
It was good. Yeah. The main actress, I forget her name, but she went off to do the Marvel one where she's a detective and she's got super strength, and it's dark, and it was on Netflix. She was that one.
I was gonna say She-Hulk, but
no.
Wait a minute.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
there we go.
Yeah, she's really good. She's really,
I know
really
who she is. She's in Dexter right now, actually.
Yeah. Oh, is she? Okay. Yeah, I don't remember her name, but she's fantastic.
And like, there's a. Dang, I already forgot what I was about to say. It's killing me right now.
Yeah, this is a show now. It's just you may be like, well, remember that thing? Oh, I don't remember that thing. We should just leave.
The topic is sitcom. I mean, I feel like that's embedded in the title of the episode.
Let's go back to sophisticated sitcom, right? I think Hammock hit the vibe on that one. Yeah, I feel like great.
Grey's
Anatomy? Will and Grace kind of fits that more sophisticated style of humor.
Yeah.
I think Frasier is also there because it had a lot of jokes that like I still flies over my head because I'm like, I don't know that reference, but they do a lot of those like situations where everyone's thinks something differently, and so they all play off of each other, which is a good ensemble, I think. I'm trying to think of some other ones, but
Murphy Brown.
That was considered sophisticated?
I think so.
If so, I feel like a champ. I love Murphy Brown.
News Radio, I think it's up there too.
News Radio, yeah.
That was Phil Hartman, yeah?
Yes, Phil Hartman and the guy from Office Space. Where's my stapler?
I had a period in my life,
in
my late teens, not late, more like mid-teens, so we're talking 14, 13, where I would not go to bed until I heard the ending theme to Murphy Brown. Every night. Every night. I went to bed with the ending theme to Murphy Brown.
Oh, that's great. I think we got our last song of the show. We're going to listen to Murphy Brown. Yeah, the ending theme to Murphy Brown. It's going to be great.
Good night, everybody.
And good night. All right, so my next track, let's see here. Okay, we're going to go into, we're going to do it. We're going to go into the visual novel territory here.
It's good time.
This is called Shuffle! For the PlayStation 2. This is a long-running series, cleaned up on the PlayStation 2.
I'm about to say, it's on PS2. It can't be that bad.
Cleaned up on the PlayStation 2. Have your thrills on the PC. This is the music called Step Dance. The composer is Yuji Naito. it's just that era, that time. We're listening to music from the game Shuffle. This is Step Dance for the PlayStation 2, among some other systems. But I think you're safer on the PlayStation 2. Composed by Yuji Naito. This is it's a very popular series, actually. I know that's what all I know for sure. I know there's a lot of sequels. There's a lot of ports. And there are a lot of soundtracks and arranged soundtracks and remixes of the music. People love this stuff. They love this stuff. Let me tell you.
Honest. I feel like I could hear something similar to this in Sonic Adventure 1.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's that guitar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has like a Station Square adjacent.
But the horns, though, man. The horns, though. You got to give it the horns.
Oh, I'm digging that.
Yeah. I do like the horns. I feel like the horns is what really gives it that sitcom-y vibe, I think. But this is less on that, I think, prime time and more on the morning style, like Saved by the Bell style.
I could see that.
I think so.
Yeah, Saved by the Bell.
But I'm
California
just caught
Dreams.
up in God, that dang show. I never got into California Dreams. I don't know why
You guys
that
keep
is.
talking about California Dreams. I've never seen California Dreams.
You brought it up. No, Hammock did. But no,
I brought it up.
I did catch myself. I was like, no, Hammock brought it up. But nonetheless, I'm surprised you've never. I'm saying if you never watched it, but you heard of it though, right?
Look, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this, and never seen this in my life.
The only thing about it that I remember is that one of the characters was named Sly, and you guessed it, he was a Sly character. Ooh, on the nose. And also, I want to say they were in a band or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they were in a band.
Oh, so they were in a band. Okay, so I got.
I mean,
that
it was
right.
Yeah, it was created by the same people that I think that did Saved by the Bell, so it was pretty much a Saved by the Bell clone, but they were in a band, which they're also in a band in Saved by the Bell.
They were.
Well, only for one episode.
Yeah,
then everything hit the fan.
They had some drug problems, so they had to stop.
But I will say this: California Dreams had a bop of a theme song, and I still know a good chunk of it.
Oh, it ran for 5 seasons. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was the companion to Saved by the Bell on NBC mornings for NBC Teen mornings.
Usually that's when I tuned out.
Like most normal people.
Well, like I feel like when Saved by the Bell came out, I was still like young for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm not interested in this. I was like, my brother gonna be into it, and he was like, no, I want to watch wrestling.
I didn't get into Saved by the Bell until it went into TBS syndication. Once it went into syndication, it suddenly started clicking for me. And by then I was probably like 16 or 17 or whatever. But before that, when it aired after my Saturday morning cartoons, it just made me angry because it was the indicator that the Saturday morning cartoon block was over.
Oh, yeah. You're like, okay, now it's all the fun stuff is done.
Yeah,
right.
Time to go find something else to do with my life.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Like check to make sure my VHS tapes recorded my cartoons properly.
I think that's what I have to do. I think I have to set up my TV for when my son's older to only be able to play these shows.
I mean,
so he turns it on. As I've talked about, like his first game console, I want him to have interchangeable cartridges and with a controller that's tied to the TV. You know, like where just to give at least for his first experience to know that this is what a game should be.
I mean, on the positive, the NES, at least for the games that we would care about, you can probably acquire one for pretty cheap.
You know, he can play Minecraft and Subway Surfers like later. Like I'm sure he's going to do that. But
for now, go find an NES at the top loader.
Yes, a top loader that'll still work.
And then I'm sure someone out there has like a Mister or something, and then you can use that to hook it up to your TV.
Yeah,
and bam, your kid's playing Ninja Gaiden like a champ.
Yeah. And then hating his life like everybody else.
Oh no! That's how you bring him up right. He'll be a pro.
Yeah, I have no idea how we had the attention span to get through that stuff.
We were kids. That's why we had it. We had nothing else to focus on.
All right, Pernell. Okay, are we going to stick to the list or are we going off script?
I am sticking to the list this time because I did like the sound that my track had. And it is a visual novel, so it's okay with that. But it's an American visual novel. Not American, but one that got released in the States, so...
It's the California Dreams visual novel.
I wish. Maybe I'd have played that game. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Oh, right, yeah.
And this is the Maya Fey theme from that game, Turnabout Sisters 2001. Composed by Masakazu Sugimori.
say it. I'm gonna say it. Oh, I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it.
That's the
I'm gonna say
that's the
show
catchphrase.
name.
Oh, I'm gonna say it.
Don't say. I'm gonna say it. Welcome back. You're listening to Maya Fey Turnabout Sisters theme 2001 from the game Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, released on the Game Boy, the Nintendo DS. Sorry, the Game Boy Color. No, Game Boy Advance. I'm sorry. And then Nintendo DS, composed by Masakazu Sugimori. So,
Love it.
yeah, this is a track. The whole OST for the Phoenix Wright franchise just sings to me. And now I've gone down the rabbit hole and was listening to a good chunk of it for this episode because I've missed it. And there's actually a couple games in the series I've yet to get back to. So maybe I'll find some free time in my life and actually make that like my bedtime reading again, like back in the day. But I have a fondness for this track. It very much feels like a good morning, not so much waking up in the morning, though you could have that too, but more like that everybody's meeting for breakfast and like this, like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, you know, ready to start my day. And it's like everybody's talking about again what their plan is before all the scheming takes place, and they go out their separate ways and have their separate plot lines before coming back. And they could potentially even play this track again at the end of the day when they're back home discussing. It's like, oh man, that was an adventure, wasn't it? Yeah. When I bumped into you at the subway station, I didn't know what you were doing there, but then it all made sense when that hobo appeared.
I like that. Yeah, it's I feel like it's all the kids from California Dreams. They rented a house.
Okay.
And it's that morning. They all wake up and they're having their coffee, and then they're all going to split off
Okay.
because they all have to go on an adventure.
Scheming.
They all have to get certain things for the birthday party to bring it back for the birthday party. But
It's a surprise birthday
But
party.
nobody remembers whose birthday it is.
Okay.
So we all know that Chaz likes guitars, and so someone bought like guitar themed stuff, and everyone knows that Lisa likes horses. Sorry, I don't even sound like Lisa likes horses.
I says to Mabel,
And so they got like a horse poster, and then someone else thought, oh, well, that's Bobby's son, his kid. It's his birthday, so let's get a piñata. And then it's like, weird, it's a horse guitar piñata themed party? Well, I'ma say it.
But then there's one person whose actually job it is to distract the actual birthday person. So two of the people in the group are actually trying to track them down because they realize if they find them, they'll find who he's with, and that's how they'll know the proper birthday.
Yeah, but this is before all the shenanigans. They're all just like getting up and they're saying hi. You know, it was a late night. They had a show. It was a beach show.
It was a beach show
in California,
and everybody in the house and the friend group was in one band together, so they were all up at the same time playing a show. It was great.
You know,
they made 50 cents.
Growing up on the East Coast, like that kind of the California dreams and that whole like West Coast vibe was so alien to me. It's like, oh, it must be like that everywhere.
Oh, that whole thing just screwed me up. All those kids had money except for the one episode where they tried to portray what a homeless person in like freaking Bayside area would look like. The girl that lived in the mall with her dad. And then there's also the episode where, I don't know.
Are you describing California Dreams episodes?
No, that was Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Saved by the Bell. Okay, I was going to say.
Zach wanted to date the girl and tell her she was homeless, so he tried to go hard to help her out, and the girl got offended because Zach was all up in her business. Yada, yada, yada. You've seen Zach Morris's trash. You know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I mean, the show gave this vibe that everybody was rich and money problems weren't a thing. It gave the vibe that, I don't know. Remember they had the whole geek, nerd, dork, dweeb hierarchy?
Yeah.
And that threw me for a loop because I legitimately believed that was in for that when I was going to high school. Yeah, I thought that was a real thing.
It was like, kids saw that, and so they're like, oh, that's the way it's gonna be, right? Yeah.
And they defined them too, basically the dorks had like the weird snorts and stuff. The dweebs had the bad pants. The nerds were very smart. It was strange. And I think the reason why I remember so harshly was because it was an episode where they had a student election. And they were describing how the votes were looking across the various demographics. Like, you got the jocks. The nerds are on your side, but the dweebs are kind of feuding with the dorks. So you got to figure out how to settle that. Like, it's just a weird premise. But, again, it had me believing that that's what high school was actually going to be like for me.
Yeah. And
I questioned what category of those groups would I fit into. Would I be the nerd, the dork, the dweeb, or the geek?
Wow. That's a lot of words. Dork, dweeb... Geek?
Nerd, dork, dweeb, geek.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's way too many subgenres.
They're all nerds here. They're all nerds here.
I'm having an allergic reaction to something. I don't know what's going on. I
To save
apologize for
Bible
that.
dial.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. It must be the breeze moving in from the bonus round.
Oh, bonus
Cool.
Oh my gosh. The bonus round is generally where we play covers and arrangements and other things based on our theme. And our theme's a little specific, so either we're going to go in that direction, or maybe if you have like a vocal track or something along those ends, we'll play some of that. But I'm really curious to hear what you've got for us, Hammock.
Yeah, so I have an arrangement. It's from Tante Jinguji Saburo, early collection on the PlayStation. So Detective Jake Hunter, the early games from like the Famicom, they put them together on the PlayStation. And this is a track called See You Next Trouble. And, Pernell mentioned that this is the season finale for the show. And this track fits that. This sounds like the end of an episode, a big episode, maybe even like a series finale episode. So yeah, See You Next Trouble. This is an arrangement, and it was composed by Work Jam.
So good. That's so good. That was from Tante Jinguji Saburo, early collection. See You Next Trouble. There's an arranged version of that song composed by, I guess, the group Work Jam. That was killer, Hammock.
Gotta put the song back on.
We gotta do it again? We gotta do it again.
We gotta have the conversation.
Oh.
Well then. Well, we did it. All said and done, right?
That's right, Pernell.
So, what do you think you're gonna do with your share of the treasure?
I think I am gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to Aqua City. I'm going to Aqua City. And buy a home.
Buy a home? That sounds like a very nice dream, my friend. As for me, well, that nursing home isn't going to save itself, so I'm going to take it back to the streets, take care of some business, give those seniors something to look forward to, and then you know what? I might go on a little bit of an adventure of my own. See the world.
That's good. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to go on a nice vacation and maybe spend all my money just relaxing in the sun, and you're going to go do something good for the community.
What else is a high schooler supposed to do with their time? Especially one that turns into goo.
It's hard getting around when you can only sort of slosh around. Oh my gosh, that horn is awesome. Mm-hmm. The horn section is fantastic. So do we know? Is this another visual novel situation? Do we know? Tante Jingo.
I think like the Detective Hunter games are like kind of like
Ace
Right, but just with detecting.
Yeah, I think they
Instead of
actually started.
loitering.
I think they started localizing them because of the success of Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Oh, I see. I didn't realize that's what that was. From Data East. I swear I've heard this music before. I don't know why. Maybe it's just hitting that nostalgia vibe for me.
Mm-hmm.
But that keyboard,
Oh wow,
that keyboard section right there is
I didn't realize it was that old.
like, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and just play that keyboard breakdown one last time because it's just way too nice. Here it comes. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, then that's a good the end.
And you,
Yes.
the player.
And thank you for playing. And only you cannot do drugs. Only you cannot.
Only you
do-
can stop.
Only you cannot do drugs.
Everybody else is drug addicts. You're the only one.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the Jake Hunter connection. Maybe I heard that from there somewhere. But anyway, let's move on. I'm going to stop obsessing over this. I'm going to play music from a game that I swear I've never heard of before, and I am absolutely surprised. It's a rhythm game. This one, I believe, is on the Saturn. It was also in the arcade. Parappa the Rappa was High on the Hog, starting up the whole rhythm.
High on the dog, if you will.
High on the Dog. Love it. But this, someone else wanted to get on that fun. This is called Jung Rhythm or Jungle Rhythm, but it's Jung Rhythm, like Young Rhythm. I guess I keep writing it as Young Rhythm. It's supposed to be Jungle Rhythm. I don't know. It's a weird rhythm game where you are a little girl. I think her name is Vanilla, like Vanilla Spice, and
everything nice.
and she's essentially singing songs to solve problems with other players. It just got like pretty recently an English translation, but
Fan translation.
a fan translation. So there's like a fan translation along with the music, so you can read what they're saying in English. Her name is Vanilla Essence. So we're gonna listen to music. I don't know I know it's at the end of the game, is all I could figure out. I don't know the name of the song, but she is on a like a tour boat kind of thing, like a big tour boat, and there's a singer, a big popular singer. His name is Chor-King, Chor King. I don't know.
Chor-King.
So I'm assuming this is one of his like big famous songs that you're like battling him with. And we're gonna listen to that. We have I think it's called "Take Hold of Your Dreams." We have Ken Tamura as Ken Tamura doing the music. Mr. Chor-King is Yotu Kasama, and Vanilla Essence is Reina Yuki. So she will be the female singer in the song. So let's give it a listen. say that static is actually a crowd cheering. You were listening to music from Jung Rhythm for the Sega Saturn. I think it's called Take Hold of Your Dreams. It's the Chor King stage at the end of the game. I thought it had the female vocalist Reda Yuke as Vanilla Essence, but it did not. Get out of here, cat. He's trying to get into bowls. He's going to eat your food.
That's not mine.
Oh, that's mine. But yeah, that really felt. It was definitely more anime, but definitely felt like the ending theme to the show.
Like the ending of an anime.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer for sure. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's like
the long version.
It's the long version.
Exactly. That's when it's on the OST for the show.
If you turn in enough box tops from cereal boxes, you can get a cassette tape of the theme song. And there's an extended version.
That's one thing I used to really like about Japanese. I mean, they still do it, but I really noticed it back then, was how all their shows, or most of the shows, had soundtrack releases.
Yes.
So if you like the background music on the opener or the closer, you could just grab the OST on cassette.
Yeah, I feel like they had a lot. The only reason I made a story like that is I remember turning in box tops of like Cheerios or something to get the theme song to Pete and Pete.
Really?
Yeah, and that's how and they sent me a cassette tape, and on one side was
Polaris.
Polaris. The song was
and the song was called Hey Sandy.
Yeah. Hey Sandy, yeah. And on the other side was a song that I don't remember because all I cared about was Hey Sandy.
That's the one that matters. Like
I would just rewind it over and over again.
That opening, to this day, I stand by the feeling that it's one of the greatest of all of them.
It's just a good song. It's just a really good song. We talked about this on a past episode so much that at the end of the show, we usually talk like 10, 15 minutes at the end of the show. I just looped it. I looped Hey Sandy. I'm like, we're gonna get like hit by like Warner Music or something. No, nothing happened. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It just kind of kept going on.
It was such a weird show, and for the time, there was nothing like it.
Nothing like it. Yeah, there's not much like it these days either. Okay, so Pernell, just give me something that I'm gonna like.
Well, I'm actually giving it 2 because the track that I wanted to bring on here, and I had interest in playing it since last weekend, it was too short. But I don't feel like I should not include it, so I'm giving you 2 tracks.
Give me 2 tracks. Let's start with a shorty.
The short one is from the game Shantae and the Seven Sirens, and it is called Rise and Shine Shantae, composed by Mark Sparling with vocals by Christina V. I could give you the second one, and you can just play them back to back, and that way people are like, what? The second track...
Is it that short?
It's very, very short.
Oh, okay.
But the next track is a remix or a cover from the game Batman from the Nintendo Entertainment System called Cleaning Out Axis. And that's done by MIDI or Mighty.
Rise and shine, don't wanna work, I'd rather play. Shake my hips and whip my hair, it's a new day. The magic will blow, my heart yells, let's go transform and fly away. We will dance through the danger until the world is saved. Can't stop me now 'cause I'm
Loved it. Loved that, Pernell. That was really sweet.
There we go.
Yes.
So I picked 2 tracks there. One was from the game Shantae and the Seven Sirens, Rise and Shine, which is the opening theme to the game. And I picked that because I've been on a Shantae kick really because I just recently did a review for the Riskies Revolution that just came out. And I went back to play Seven Sirens, and I heard that track and it immediately made me think, this is a cartoon. This is the opening to a cartoon, and I want this cartoon. So, you ever hear a thing where you hear a track and it seems cheesy at first, but then it gets catchy and you keep listening to it and then it just sticks with you? That's how I felt about that track.
Yes.
So I wanted to bring it on the show, and I want more cartoons. Maybe we'll have to do a cartoony episode one day. And then as far as the second track goes, I can hear that played in 2 places. I can hear it being played in a surfing competition on Gidget, and I could also hear it being played at the end of a detective sitcom during the final car chase. When they're trying to catch the perp, he's trying to get out of town. If he gets to the edge of the city limits, he'll be out of your jurisdiction. You won't be able to arrest him. So the chase has merit. Got to outrun the train before it comes and blocks off the road.
Love it.
All that cool stuff.
It's got a fast pace to it. I really, really do see definitely wacky cop show. Yeah. Maybe at least not wacky cop, but like a lot of action.
It's got action, but the cops kind of don't take themselves seriously until it's time to get the job done.
Not too seriously, but that was great. And also, like, that Batman song is so good on its own, and then like being adapted in this way, I'll never hear it the same again.
It was
Never
so
again.
good.
It was so great.
Did we do you proud, Hammock?
You did. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of you both.
Yes, proud dad.
You both get gold stars.
Detective Dad loves us. He likes me more. I'm his favorite.
I thought I did chuckle because at the very beginning, I knew what that track was going to be at the end. And when you were talking about Detective Dad earlier, I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect for the ender. It's going to just bring it full circle. I can't wait.
Oh, man. All right, so for more information on the bonus round, go to rhythmandpixels.com. We'll have a full track listing of the episode there and links to everything where you can download the music, support the artists. Thank you. And we'll be right back. So good. Thanks for everyone for joining us on Rhythm and Pixels. This is episode 38-10, the end of World 10. Listening to theme song.
World 10?
World 38. Did I say 10?
You said 10.
10. No.
We're going back in time, folks.
So, yeah, this is the end of World 38. We're going to be careening into World 39, dangerously close to the precipice of our 10-year podcast anniversary.
Freaking me out,
Absolutely ridiculous.
Freaking me out.
And joining us today has been the wonderful, chilled Hammock from KVGM The Last Wave.
You know what would be interesting?
What's up?
I don't know how possible it would be because I don't know how you do it with recording, but I know I've seen it done with like SML or something. If we could get a bunch of guests on one episode just to have this massive ramble chat.
I think that's going to be what we're going to have to do because I was originally planning on coordinating a bunch of bands to play in the area.
Tell me you could still do that.
That ain't happening right now. No, there's no way. But yeah, I think we can get everyone together like on a big Zoom call because we're all so far apart from each other. So I think we could do that. But Hammock, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Thanks for bringing the tunes. Thanks for bringing the vibes. We really do appreciate your vibe.
Of course. Thanks so much for having me. It was a long time coming, but I'm glad to be here and jamming out with y'all.
Oh man, you're always welcome here. All the time.
I know that me and Pernell talk a lot.
Thank you.
We talk over each other a lot, and so we kind of take up a lot of space. But we want to give you the space right now to tell our listeners more about KVGM The Last Wave.
Yeah, KVGM The Last Wave. We broadcast live every other Sunday. You can check out our website, kvgmradio.com. You can find the show pretty much anywhere you find other shows. And yeah, it's 45 minutes of smooth video game music with yours truly. So yeah, check us out.
Love it.
Now, before you switch gears, I'm going to hit you with a question because this man needs help. So, we just had a whole episode.
Are you pointing at me?
No, I moved my thing. I got to take notes here, man.
Oh, so this man, meaning yourself.
No, for me, yeah, I need help. Okay. This man being me. I'm speaking in that weird third person.
I am the absolute worst improv partner you could ever have.
I don't understand, Pernell. Who is on first?
Yeah.
So we just had an entire episode where we were dealing with some wonderful, wonderful music. And I will be perfectly blunt in admitting that tracks that you guys picked are well out of my wheelhouse of music, as in they are not games I would have likely ever played except for possibly Jake Hunter. They are games that are Japanese, which normally isn't a big deal, but again, not in my wheelhouse typically. And since I typically have a habit of only wanting to pick from games I've played, I feel like it'd be nice to, dip my toes in the other side of things. Music and OSTs from games I have no time to get to or will likely never play or just would never come across on my own. So here's the point where I ask you, can you think of maybe 3 OSTs that would be good jumping off points that I could go, hey, check these out? And if it's like a Japanese side, it's like 35 characters, still say it, and I'll maybe you can drop a link or something and I'll grab it later. But otherwise, I'll write them down.
Off the dome, I can think of one, and it is... I started playing on the PlayStation 4. It's like an adventure game, first-person Hammock. Do you remember? It's got a really sweet, jazzy soundtrack. You're like... there's a murder, and you're investigating it.
You've just described a lot of games.
I know I did. But it's in a really weird world, but they're all gods.
Oh, it sounds like you're talking about Paradise Keeper. But I would play that.
Paradise Killer.
Oh, Paradise Killer.
Oh, Paradise Killer, I meant. But yeah, yes, I would play that, though.
You would play that. That's true.
All right. I got one for you, Pernell. This is a PlayStation game.
Okay.
Called Aite Kute, Your Smiles in My Heart. It's a Konami game. It's kind of like the Tokimeki Memorial, like high school simulator, visual novel dating games, but the soundtrack is awesome. It's so good. It's a long soundtrack too.
Okay.
There's also a Japanese exclusive basketball game on the PlayStation called 1-on-1. And that one is also worth checking out for some sweet jams. And then the other one I thought of is from the Neo Geo CD. It's Top Players Golf. That'll send you home happy.
It's interesting to hear that too, because when it comes to Neo Geo, the only thing I ever hear about is Neo Turf Masters.
Oh yeah, you got to check out Top Players Golf, specifically on the Neo Geo CD.
Okay. I have written those down, and I will take a dip.
Yeah, that's right. Because what was the other one? The golf. What was the one you said? Not Top Players Golf.
Oh, Neo Turf Masters.
Turf Masters. That was an MVS cart. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. I feel like that era again. The Neo Geo CD is that sweet spot era of music where you're gonna find some pretty cool stuff.
Because I'll admit, while the music I listened to in that concept, when I make a comment like the sweet era system and OST, wouldn't have been this kind of stuff. I look at the TurboGrafx CD with that same descriptive, like, man, you don't get it like that. After that, I mean, unless you had like a Japanese PC for like PC 98 stuff, you weren't really seeing that anymore.
That's true, yeah.
So that's why I'm always interested in talking TurboGrafx CD and Turbo Duo.
All right, so if you would like to get in contact with us on the show, if you have a track suggestion or a topic suggestion, we would love to hear about it. Please send us an email
at rhythmandpixels@hotmail.com.
And for a full track listing of this episode and access to all of our episodes, as well as links to cool stuff like our t-shirt shop, which we have some new designs there right now, and access to our Discord, please go to the website
www.rhythmandpixels.com.
Right, and if you would like to... we're also on YouTube, youtube.com/rhythmandpixels. We have every episode is up there too if you want to listen to the show there. We also have a 24/7 radio station playing nothing but 8-bit and 16-bit deep cuts and classics. And if you'd like to support the show, the best thing you can do is to tell people about it, or you can go to Patreon, patreon.com/rhythmandpixels. Every dollar there goes back into the show for hosting and for equipment And it's just these shows do take a bit to produce and to put on. So for supporting us on the show, at the highest levels, you get cool stuff. There's T-shirts, there's mugs, there's some stickers, and we also like to thank all of our Patreon members at the highest levels at the end of every episode. So first, I want to thank Christopher Sennstrom. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming on our show. He's the host of Gameable Audio Podcast. He just went through a big move, and so we wish him the best of luck. We want to thank Khalid. Thank you so much. And Kristen, GameFan44, Alf Person, Ant Master, Brian Pitt, Cameron Worma, Carlos, Kung Fu Carlito of the Heroes 3 podcast about Asian cinema and Kung Fu movies. I want to thank Chris Weisner, a.k.a. Musashi219.
The wise guy.
I want to thank you to David Good, David Taylor, and Shalata Regol, Harold Howard, Jamie, Justin Schneider, host of XVGM Radio, a podcast about...
A radio about podcasts.
It's honestly a podcast about a radio station about video game music. I want to thank you to Kitty Sparks, Leslie Martyris, host of the VGM podcast. Thank you to Rage Cage, Reinhard Silkova, Steve Miller, Tucko, Zach Thornbach. Thank you to all of you and many, many more for continuing to support our little show. It means a whole lot to us.
It's appreciated, especially the fact that people are still supporting us this far down the line.
I know. We've been around for so long, and we're still making the show.
We're old enough to drink.
Wait, no. The show's 10.
Well, in some countries.
In some countries, 10 is great. Yeah.
In some countries, 8 is enough, and 10 is plenty.
10 is the age I will finally give my son grape juice.
There you go.
There you go.
I mean, I'm the uncle, so I mean, I can be like,
too much sugar.
grape juice. Don't tell your parents.
You're out of the family.
You know, the hardest part about being that person in family situations is being like, if I give the kid this thing, or if I engage them in this way, will this be the family that's just like, oh, I didn't know this, but it's adorable at the same time? We're like, get out.
No. If you
xylophone.
You would know the lines. You would know all the lines.
Hey, it's your 4th birthday. What do you get him? He got him an authentic drum set.
I can't wait to give him a drum set. Me and Christy have had disagreements on this, but I would love for him to play drums.
It's like, like he has no rhythm.
Secretly,
he's like kid. He's learning.
I just want to play drums. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the show. Thank you again. Sorry, my microphone. Thank you again, Hammock, for coming on the show. And we'll see everyone next time on The Rhythm and Pixels. My name is Rob Nichols.
And I'm Pernell.
Have a great week.
And remember, there ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of escapism. And if that comes in the form of sweet, sweet television sitcom shows, preferably ones in the true era of great sitcoms, the 80s and 90s, don't hold back on it. If anything, tell me about it, because I would like to get back into that myself. And I am all about escapism these days. So, with that said, hey, don't feel bad about it. Don't let anybody tell you you're doing something wrong by taking that time for yourself to sit back, grab a nice beverage, alcoholic or non, and just consume something that makes you feel like you're best, or like you're a little bit free from the nonsense that's taking place, and just kind of in your perfect zone, Or to go with what Hammock would probably say, just lie out on the beach in a nice hammock, with the waves crashing on the shore, taking in the sun as it's coming down on its last sunset of the day, being the only sunset of the day, so funny that. And just realize you're here and you're wonderful. And sometimes that's enough.
Thanks, Detective Dad.